understanding that standing still in the middle of a challenge does not get you anywhere.
How do you teach that resilience? And then maybe walk me through, then I want to talk from kind of how you became the person you became with that resilience. Like, it sounds like you were born to it, but how do you teach it?
I think I like to share with people, for me, that resilience is a couple of things. One, I look at resilience like a muscle. Just like we exercise our bicep and tricep, the more you use resilience, the more available it is to you. I like to say resilience is your greatest currency. The stock market can crash, you can lose your title, your job, a disaster can happen. There's so many things that can happen, but no one can take your resiliency away. And to me, it comes in three things: being willing to take risks, being resilient from them, whether it's the success or the opposite, and being willing to reinvent yourself. Understanding that standing still in the middle of a challenge does not get you anywhere. And just trying to risk, be resilience and reinvention, Adam, if nothing else, it feels a lot better.
It definitely feels better. But how do you teach that, right? How do you tell someone if they are down in the dumps or they're sad about their company failing? As I've gotten older, maybe I've gotten more confident, or who knows, but I don't think there's a lot that really, once again, there's a few big things that probably would generally stop me in my tracks, but not very much. I don't know if I was that way when I was younger, but I've had failed startups.
One of the first things to do is I delve into a little about where things like this may not be the exact same that happened before. And it's about remembering that evidence. You got through these things before. I spoke to someone recently, a client, and he sold his company, started a new one, and was giving me all these reasons why it was going to fail. And I often have people bring me questions and they leave with a different answer. In this case, as I listened and observed what was being said, this guy was trying to make it on his own. Everything he was screaming, he needed the support of others. I call it the energy of support. He wasn't willing to do it. And when we reflected back on times in his life when he didn't do it and what happened, it was really, are you willing to let go of what you perceive as the risks of helping people support you to get to this mission? Because your timing, you've described it as, if you miss this timing, you're going to miss the mark. You're not going to make it again in this company. So it's interesting things like that, of people who speak out loud what the challenge is, but are so locked into it. It's almost like it's a habit. I love to talk with people about these habits. I spoke with another guy who shared with me that he thought he had had a divorce and he now was in another relationship he really enjoyed, and he thought he was going to ruin it because he was always taking people's calls. He wanted me to tell him taking those calls were important. What I shared instead was, do you think the person whose call you're taking would do the same for you if it was time to have dinner with their kids? Or if they had promised their significant other that they were supposed to be doing something together for an hour? Do you really think they're going to stop everything? And how to weigh the difference of when it really is, I need to take the call, versus just a habit that I think I have to take the call.